Hello, welcome to the channel and welcome back to Resurwreck Autos HQ. So guys, today we are going to be continuing the work on the Peugeot 2008 GT line. I did send the bonnet and the bumper off to the paint shop and now they're back as well, so we can crack on. I think I've got everything to complete this car. Whether or not we're going to be able to get it all done today, I don't know. But we're going to have a good crack at this car today and try and get it all wrapped up. Let's just see what happens. You never know. Just quickly, before we get into it, I want to give you an update about that Mercedes, that elusive Mercedes car that I've been trying to win for the last 5 weeks. Again, they did not let me have it. And they've put it back through the auction again next week. So when it goes through next week, that would be the 6th time that has gone through Copart auction. I've never heard of it, never come across it like that. It's unbelievable. But I don't know. They obviously, I don't know. I really don't know if it's something that's. It's definitely an insurance company because of the way it's on the front of the screen. I know it's an insurance company. It's not a seller, a private seller. It's nothing like that at all. So it's very unusual for an insurance company to hold on to the car this amount and put it through this amount of times. It's crazy. So anyway, just want to give you an update on that. So let's get into it. Let's do this. Right. So guys, here we go. We've got the Peugeot 2008 GT line in the workshop. I've swapped it over the little Suzuki Alto is out there. Do you know what? That is a great little car. It drives beautifully, unbelievable. I'm really shocked actually at that little Suzuki. It's great. It's a great little car. Anyway, let's. I just want to quickly show you what I've got for this one. So I've got the hinges now. The hinge for the bonnet. I showed you that it was a little bit twisted, a little bit bent, and it clearly, this one is. You can see that it should be a little bit sort of closer than this one. So this is the one that I've got to put on. And it's a lot more straighter. This one is just so far out. It's just, I don't think necessarily it's that part that's out. This bit here, which connects to the actual, to the bolts. I think it's this arm that's been bent in and twisted. So that's going to be the first job, is to get that on. We've obviously got the lights to put in as well. And I've told you about the bonnet and the bumper. And they're back from paint shop, and you can see that, you know, it's just so good. He does a really good job, this guy. So my painter. So I'm really happy with that. So that's done. Also the bonnet was done. If you remember, we had a little bit of a damage here, and that's all been repaired, and the whole bonnet has been resprayed. So yeah, this really, you know, it's not going to stop us now. We can sort of just crack on and just start getting all this back together, line it all back up, put the wing back on, line that back up as well. That's pretty crazy that is a Cat S, but you know, it is. I've actually applied for the logbook, and even the DVLA have turned around and said that I need to pay, because if it's a Cat N, you have to pay £25 postal order to get the logbooks. But if it's a Cat S, you don't. So I applied for the logbook for this one, and then DVLA have sent it back saying that you need to pay. But you don't need to pay because it's a Cat S. So I'm just wondering, really, if, you know, even though this was sold on Copart as a Cat S, whether or not it is actually registered as a Cat N. I'm going to check it, I think. Because this actually might be a Cat N. Because it's superficial, like it's just so crazy. Little amount of damage is unbelievable. But anyway, we have to carry on. So let's get set up now, and then just see how far we get on this one. So let's do this. Right, guys, I just want to quickly cut in there and show you, because what a massive difference just changing that hinge actually is. I haven't really got it sort of bolted up and done up yet, but I just wanted to make sure that the bonnet hinge and the bonnet was closing right where it is. So I've managed to get it over and roughly gapped where it should be, and then I'll feeler gauge the gap correctly in a minute. But this was the bit that I wanted to make sure that it's actually, do you know what? And it's really good. It's turned out really nice. You can see the gap there. It's all flush going through. It's got a really nice, can do with coming down probably this way a little bit to line up that bit there. So I might just do that and mess around with that a little bit. But it is 10 times better. Unbelievable. So it was definitely that hinge that had that little knock, because it did knock here, and this bonnet did actually get hit. I know I had a couple of comments saying, how is that hinge bent when the bonnet wasn't touched or wasn't damaged? But it clearly was. If you go back and look in the videos, the very first one, when I picked it up and I showed you around the car and we looked around it, you can see the damage there. It's there. It had to be changed. It had to be repaired and resprayed. So yeah, that's definitely what's happened there. But what a massive difference. So I'm now going to continue just lining up that. It's got to come down a little bit. Let me just show you. So you can see that that there needs to connect to that bracket. So as I bring it down, it actually pulls it away from this part here. You can see, watch. And then it's absolutely spot on. So I haven't done that up yet in there. So once I do that up, that is absolutely spot on. So yeah. And then once I've done this part here and done my feeler gauge and got the gap right, then we can just work this way. Then we can open the bonnet, put the headlight in place to see where this needs to sit, that like left and right, or up and down, and then that'll give us a better understanding of where that bracket there should be, so we can move that about and straighten that up a little bit more. So do you know what, it's going really well. I'm really impressed with it. So let's keep going. I'll set you up, and yeah, let's get it all lined up. Let's do this. Right, guys, check this out. It is, honestly, it's really, really good. The gaps are absolutely spot on where they should be. All the way around, I've checked to make sure that we're getting it really good. And it's absolutely spot on. I'm well impressed at the minute with this. The only thing that threw me a little bit was that it looked like, because on normal cars, I'd say normal cars, the cars that I normally do, the bonnet actually follows the shape of the headlight. So the bonnet actually goes around the headlight itself. Fiestas and most cars, they just go around the headlight. This one, no. This one actually goes over the headlight, which was throwing me a little bit at first. I was thinking, oh no, this is wrong. Something's going on there. Look, it's not right. It's not right. It's overlapping the actual headlight. But then when I checked on the other side, it's exactly the same. It's doing exactly the same thing. So that is correct. That is the way it should be. It's a little bit strange because I'm not used to lining things up that don't look uniform, if you know what I mean. It's supposed to go with the shape of the actual headlight, but it is absolutely spot on. It's exactly where it should be. All the lights work. I've checked that. I've checked all the lights to make sure everything works as it should. It does. It's just going back really, really well. But yeah. I've put the bracket on over there as well, the wing bracket that goes on there. I think I'm ready for the bumper now. I think we can do that now. And just see how that sits like and see what that looks like. But so far, so good. It was just, before, I tried to line it all up, that hinge just knocked everything out. But now I'm working this way. Do you know what I mean? So I'm getting that gap right on the wing, getting the wing right, then getting the bonnet in correct position, then getting that lined up and that lined up here as well, and then just getting the gaps right, and then just working this way. And I've had a little bit of a play around with that bracket there a little bit, but nothing too major. It was pretty much bang on. Just had to twist it and bang it about up and down a little bit, but it's bang on. It's absolutely spot on there. So that's really, really good. So let's move on now to the bumper and see what that lines up like. And then, we'll continue. So let's do this. Wow, guys, this is turning into a really, really nice car. It's just, everything's just seemed to line up really, really well. All the gaps are good. It's just, it's very, very strange. Because I was expecting to have a lot more movement on that bracket, but it really isn't. It is there. It's done. Apart from a few bits and pieces, that front end is sorted. We've got to do a little bit of a trim here to put on. We've got a trim here to put on. And we've also put the badge, the GT line badge off of this old one here. So we've got to take that off and stick that on there. I've got some automotive double-sided tape to stick it on. But I've just lined up with a bit of tape there. You can see I've just sort of tried to position it where before I take it off. So we've got to do that. But all the wheel arches are back on both sides. Everything just seems to line up really, really well. No way was this a Cat S. No way. This is definitely a Cat N. And I'm going to be, looking at the logbook very, very closely when it turns up to see if it actually says it on there. I think you could do like a search. But even in the search, Copart was saying this is a Cat S. DVLA have made me pay for the logbook, which is a very, very strange thing for them to do, because you only pay if it's a Cat N. You don't pay if it's a Cat S. It's clearly on the V62 form that I filled out. On the back, it says if it's a Cat S, then there's no payment, because the insurance company have destroyed the logbook, so the logbooks are free. That's what it is. So I don't really know. I think they've been made a mistake here, and actually it is a Cat N. I don't know. I'm gonna have to check. But it's turning out to be a really, really nice one, this one. And it's not going to be long now before we can actually get rid of this out the front, and it's all finished and done. Got to be cleaned up a little bit, but normal stuff. So let's continue. A few more bits, and then we'll just see how far we get today. But what do we think so far, guys? Drop me a comment. Let me know what you think. I like the front end of this. The grill's really, really nice with the red little badge. It really does. It sets it off quite nicely, actually. I'm very, very happy and pleased the way it's going. So let's continue. I'll set you up. Let's do this. Right, guys, this is turning out to be a lovely, really, really nice car. So, as you just saw there, I'm just sort of going over the interior. I've still got to do the mats on the floor, still got to hoover up around there and stuff like that. But I just wanted to clean up the seats. There was a couple of little bits of white. It looked like white paint, but I don't know what it was. But all the seats now and all the leather is coming up really, really nice and clean. I just wanted to make sure that I could, clean it all up. And as you can see, it looks like a brand new again. But still a few bits and pieces. I wanted to clean the carpets. It's not perfect, but we are definitely getting there. Done all the work in the boot as well. So that's all done, nice and clean. This is quite a clever little design. Like most parcel shelves are just one complete solid piece. But with this one, what you do is you leave it down like this. And then when you want to put shopping in, really, really simple, but it works, doesn't it? You know, it works. So, yeah, there we go. I'm so hot today. It's so muggy out still. But yeah, this car is really, really looking nice. The interior of this thing is so good. I found out as well, it's got ambient lighting. Can you see the blue lighting at the top there? It's got like ambient blue lighting on both sides of that top. I don't know if there's any other ambient lighting, but that's the only one I could see so far. But yeah, what a day, guys! I have absolutely run out of time. I cannot do any more on this car. There's no point cleaning it, like proper cleaning it inside and out, because I haven't got the logbook, and we're just going to be waiting for that to turn up. So once that turns up, then we're going to be giving this car a good clean inside and outside again, ready to go up for sale. But yeah, what do you think? Just, yeah, let me know in the comments. The other thing as well is I was going to say, how much do you think this is worth? Like, I've had a look, and the retail, they're about £8,000 on this car, this spec GT line. There's not many as well that I've seen with the black alloy wheels. I don't know if that's an optional extra, but it really looks nice with the car now. It kind of all blends in like stealth, with the black leather, the red stitching. It just looks really, really nice. But what do we think on cost? 6? I think 5,995. All day long, I think 5,995. I've done the wet belt. You ain't got to worry about that. It's done 59,000 miles. It's just a really, really nice car. Yeah, what can I say? So, guys, that's it. That's the end of today's video. And at the moment, the end of the Peugeot 2008 GT line. And, yeah, the silly, crazy damage on this front corner. But it looks incredible now. It's all lined up, all been changed, and all been sorted, put back together. So there we go. Right. Don't forget, guys, drop me a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Give the video a thumbs up. I really appreciate all the support. And I'll see you guys tomorrow in the next one. Take care. See you soon.